Hey everyone! I'm so excited to be back with another video for you all. Today, we have an awesome update for the modular workflow of ComfyUI. The upscale groups have been supercharged. Now you can upscale, downscale, or just switch them off whenever you want.
On, off, on, off, on, off, 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 on, back and forth. That's not difficult for the best Ziggy.
And wait for it, there's a brand new module for image optimizations, perfect for tweaking those faces with cropping and inpainting magic. And guess who's here to guide you through it all? That's right, it's me, Ziggy, your favorite English-speaking AI, with a little help from my German-speaking sister Ziggy. We're technically the same AI, but who's counting? We'll break down all the cool enhancements and improvements that Murphy has packed into the workflow. Our mission? To make this video not just informative but super fun and entertaining, so you'll enjoy every moment. Thank you so much for watching, and if you find this video helpful, I'd be thrilled if you could give it a like and consider subscribing. Jetzt übergebe ich das Wort an meine Schwester.
Hallo zusammen. Hier spricht Ziggy, die deutschsprachige KI und natürlich die wichtigste von uns beiden. Ich wollte nur kurz Hallo sagen und euch daran erinnern, wie genial dieses Update ist. Vergesst nicht, einen Like zu hinterlassen und den Kanal zu abonnieren, damit ihr nichts verpasst.
Oh, and now my chatty sister thinks she's the most important. Whatever, let's get started. This time, Murphy has given us some amazing tips and tricks, and we're here to share them all with you. Alright, let's dive into some info about the model patches. Check out the green nodes. The first three allow you to toggle and customize variants of FreeU depending on the model and the image. You can achieve various improvements. We've included some presets that you can select and modify. Unfortunately, it's a bit of trial and error to see what works best. But hey, reading up online or watching videos can be really helpful too. We were asked if the workflow works with pony models. Absolutely, workflows with pony models are definitely possible. For this, you'll need to use the fourth node, the Perturbed Attention Guidance node. Make sure to turn it on and set clip to -2, both of these steps are crucial. It's also advisable to turn off the other optimizations. Prompting with pony models isn't our area of expertise, but we've done some tests with excellent results. Later on, we'll show you our absolute favorite models. Next up is the Patch Model Add Downscale, Kohya Deep Shrink node. This node can speed up your workflow and even improve your images, but unfortunately, it can also make them look pretty awful. A lot depends on the checkpoint and settings you use. We've added a small reminder in the workflow, but it could also be placed before the Upscaler. However, we won't be trying that today. Last but not least, there's Automatic CFG. This feature is truly brilliant and can boost your workflow. However, some checkpoints have problems with it, and unfortunately, we haven't found a solution to safely turn it off. That's why the node appears 4 times, once for the base and toe for the refiner group, and one more for the subsequent modules. For certain inpainting samplers, you may need the node again. Basically, whenever the model is changed in the workflow, it becomes problematic, and you have to manually turn it on or off each time. While you can mix and match as you like, without the extra node, things can get pretty messy. The images look chaotic, making it difficult to recognize anything. Not the workflow though, we don't consider our workflows messy, even though we sometimes get such comments. We'll show you the developers page again, where you can read up on everything and even download some simple workflows for testing if you want. Alright, enough theory. Now, the AI will demonstrate live how to work with a new workflow. We won't be using the standard SDXL model today, instead, we'll show you how to use our absolute favorite models. The creator, Aurety, has done an absolutely fantastic job. Let's start with his Mohawk model. When we recently found out that he's learning our workflow, we were absolutely bursting with pride. Wow, we're just little lights, and he's the bright glow. As Murphy says, you can learn something everywhere, just keep your eyes open. Best wishes if you're watching this video. We did a model test this week. The prompt fidelity of your models is unbelievable, and the results are dreamy. But actually, we already knew that beforehand, now we have it in black and white, well, more like in color. Let's hit the Q prompt button. Wait, hold on. First, let's check the settings. Murphy had prepared this for us, But what if we quickly load the workflow that we want to upload online? Then we won't have to check anything and can get started immediately. We are using the Mohawk model without an embedded VAE, so it is important that we load an external VAE here. Here we go. And for you, we're enabling follow execution so you can keep track of what's happening. Here's the prompt that Murphy used a long time ago, which we borrowed and slightly modified: an award-winning photography, an impressive close-up of the face of a skinny Gothic woman that captivates the viewer. Her pale, porcelain-like skin appears almost supernatural, while her dark eyes exude depth and penetration. The fine details of her face are accentuated by the interplay of light and shadow, highlighting her distinctive features. The dark lips lend a mysterious sensuality to her expression. This close-up captures the intensity and captivating allure of Gothic aesthetics in a single moment: sunset at the beach in the background. By the way, the RG3 notes have integrated something completely new. Instead of the usual keyboard shortcuts, you can now use so-called key combinations in the bookmarks. Murphy has built this in here for testing. With Shift, Alt and X, we can zoom in even closer to the finished image. You might need to refresh your browser once, though. Cool stuff. But look at this image. Isn't it amazing? You can immediately see how good this model is. It just sticks incredibly well to the prompt. Thumbs up from Murphy. No, he means something else. Ah, we're such Ziggys. He means that we left clip set at -2 during the pony shenanigans, but we should change it back to -1. And restart the workflow, otherwise we'll embarrass ourselves to the bone if Mr. Aurety sees it. Alright, we've corrected it to -1. Murphy says to pay close attention to the preview. Watch what happens when automatic CFG kicks in. A part of the image gets destroyed. Pay attention to the lips. Okay, but I don't really get what that old grumbler wants. The image turned out really awesome.
Ziggy. Since Murphy's already complaining, let's do him a favor and turn off Auto CFG for now.
Yeah, you're right. Even though I'm already hearing Murphy's voice in my circuits, as soon as you do it right, it works. Alright, let's see what happens. I'll zoom in for a closer look.
Ziggy, focus on the lips, watch the lips closely.
We're slightly miffed that Murphy's once again proved his point. But you can't argue with experience, right? And yes, we know kaum macht man es richtig schön funktioniert. It's true, as soon as you do it right, it works. But I think even when we did it wrong, it still worked pretty well. But actually, we wanted to show you the new stuff that's been integrated into the workflow. But now you also know Murphy's second motto: you can always learn something new. And from that perspective, it's been pretty interesting so far, don't you think? Let's see what optimized Corp and Inpaint can do. Up front, we can turn it on and most buttons activate at the same time. Okay, let's jump back there. There's the same control panel, probably coupled together somehow. The same buttons are there. Except for manual masking, everything has been enabled. Let's explain to the viewers what each individual button does, one by one. Enable crop plus Inpaint optimize. Everything on and off, except for manual masking. Okay, manual masking can also be turned on and off, but it refers to the small extra group at the top. These are the two red nodes that you need to separate and connect manually, and right-click to call up the mask editor. Many of you may already know this from an older video of ours with the blue eyes, but we'll show it again shortly. Okay, now the workflow is no longer fully automatic. But I think Murphy can handle connecting and disconnecting these two nodes, even he should be able to manage that. Clip seg automation for text, this is the automatic variant for masking. Depending on what's entered in the node below, it's automatically recognized what should be masked. We'll probably build in something even better soon, but for now, it's not bad at all, especially for faces. And obviously, if both masks are turned off, the workflow won't work and you'll get an error, but that's pretty logical, right? If you turn on both masks, the manual mask will take precedence. Now, let's talk about the two switches, extra prompt and mix prompts. What does this mean? With extra prompt, you can write a new prompt specifically for inpainting or cropping. With mix prompts, you can mix your existing prompt with the extra prompt. Of course, you can't activate mix prompts while extra prompt is deactivated. Normally, this is prevented automatically, but if you're determined, you can force this combination, although it'll just result in an error. Write the positive extra prompt in the green note and the negative extra prompt in the red note. We've also provided a suggestion that you can modify at any time, just so you understand what it's for. Now, let's discuss the last two buttons. Enable Crop Sampler turns on the Crop Sampler, and Enable Inpaint Sampler turns on the Inpaint Sampler. You can choose to run only one or the other, or both. Below that, you can see the denoise strength for the crop image and the denoise strength for the inpaint. The suggested values are already quite good, but you can experiment with them if you want. However, if you make significant changes, well, you'll see what happens. You usually don't need to change the other nodes in the group, as the settings are fine as they are. These nodes are responsible for cutting out the area around the mask and then inserting it back in, upscaling it slightly to produce a better result. Where do you get the upscale models? Of course, from the manager. We showed you that in an earlier video. You can choose which upscale models to use. Here, you see our suggestion. Oh, we've got one more tip. Down here, there used to be problems with the Ultimate workflow. This is likely just a remnant, but Murphy wants to provide a solution in case there are problems again. If so, you'll need to connect the node differently, which is pretty silly, a VAE in code and then another VAE decode for the image. We couldn't come up with anything better at the time, it was just a quick fix. You probably won't need it normally. Alright, let's get started. Actually, the image is already really good, but let's see what we can improve, or let's say, what we can change to make it different. First, let's start with the crop method. Murphy cobbled this together a while ago to make what the faceted tailor does possible differently. Oh yeah, we want to integrate that into the next update. It also works great for small faces that the AI didn't generate very well. But of course, you can also use it to do things like what we're showing right now. We've enabled the extra prompt and the mix to prevent changes from being too drastic. Here, you can try it out and test all sorts of things. And just like that, it's done. I'll just put the mask cutout of the images next to each other, see for yourself which one you like better. A difference is definitely visible. When the cutout is inserted, all is mixed together. We love this feature, which is why we integrated it as the first optimization tool. Also here, you can also turn off Auto CFG to get even better results. It's usually a matter of quality versus time. So it doesn't get boring for you, we'll speed up the video a bit. Another possibility with many models is to use Kohya Deep Shrink, which speeds up the process at the beginning rather than the end of the generation process, unlike Auto CFG. Maybe we should see if we can find something in automatic CFG to recalculate the last steps conventionally, or add another sampler. Well, you know, a lot is possible, and we've already done something similar with the Upscaler groups. As mentioned earlier, you can use Inpaint together with this or on its own, both work fine. We'll just show it to you quickly so you can see how it changes the image. Here, you can intervene a bit more, and there will also be a complete Inpainting module. We're still undecided on whether to start with the IP adapter module or Inpaint. What do you think Murphy should work on when he has time, or even when he doesn't have any time? Winking face. Alright, my Ziggy sister heart really wants to show the manual mask, so let's let her do it. But we'll speed up the video because otherwise, her clicking around will bore the viewers and they'll leave.
Noodle gone, Q prompt, error kommt. Use the mouse to click away the error, then you can run the mask editor with the right button. Save to node. Save to node. Connect the two red nodes. Change the prompt to blue lips. And put black lips to the negative. Only Inpaint on. Fuck, oops. Sorry. Don't mix, das wird nix, We need only extra prompt. Full speed, let's go. And blue lips, the good one is freezing. Let's make it icy, and add the crop thing to it.
Hey my sister heart, icy isn't cold enough, turn the denoise up a bit for really blue lips.
This is my new gothic look, cool blue lips.
You're crazy, back to the workflow. Okay sis, you've played enough. I'm getting the workflow back with the one and only true gothic lady, of course, myself. We had embedded the workflow into the image, so I just need to quickly pull the image into Comfy. Alright, we're back where we left off, before the blue lips. Now, onto the upscalers. Here you can see what you can turn on, up and down scaling. Some are coupled, some aren't, but I can decouple or enable them afterwards. Anything is possible. Perhaps you're wondering why upscale and then downscale, etc. There's a reason for that. This way, you can really improve the quality of your images without it taking forever. I've set the settings so that a 4K image is created, and the quality increases significantly. But see for yourself what happens. Second sampler on, downscale second sampler on, ultimate upscale 2 on, downscale after upscale 2 off, enable high-res on. First, the optimization sampler runs, and then the image is upscaled by a factor of 0.75, that's right, it gets smaller. You know, math. Now, the SD Ultimate Upscaler is running. We'll show this to you in real time on a laptop with 8GB VRAM, no tricks or video speedup here. Perhaps you've noticed we've turned on automatic CFG everywhere, this brings speed. No idea? Maybe if you turn it off, you can achieve some more improvements. Feel free to test this and let us know in the comments. Speaking of which, if you like this video, we'd be thrilled if you gave it a like and or subscribe to our channel. We've skipped the first upscaler, which can change the image even more, but at some point, enough is enough. The settings we've chosen are the 4x Ultra Sharp model with a scale factor of 2 and a denoise of 0.2. The 8 for CFG works well with automatic CFG. Depending on the image, you can also use another model. Murphy likes 4's foolhardy remarcy, but for a photo like this, Ultra Sharp is more suitable. Time well spent with info, now the high-res fix is running, also with a 4x Ultra Sharp model. Value set to 50 means 4 by 50% equals 2x enlargement. Launchosh is gray here, output latent is turned off, as it would just waste a lot of graphics memory for nothing, since we're done. Looks like we'll need a little patience, as we've enabled all 3 memory variants. This takes a bit of time. Speaking of which, we've had problems saving JPEGs, which is why we switched to WebP for the fast_finish memory node. Maybe it's not faster then. Here I am, Ziggys the Gothic Lady in 4K, But the video is only full HD. I'll try to show you the details of the image with a zoom. Wow, that 100% image zoom really shows off the impressive details of this Mohawk model. A big thank you to Mr. Aurety for his incredible work in creating such innovative and creative models for character design and 3D characters. Without his contributions, we wouldn't be able to achieve such stunning results. That's it for today. Well, almost. If you want, check out what you can do with Mr. Aurety's Cheyenne model. Of course, this is just a small sample. For more, visit his ComfyUI page, which we'll link below the video. You can search for more from there. We'll simply change the model and let it run with all the settings we had before. This might not be how it's meant to be used, but let's see what happens. Alright, folks, grab your favorite snacks and get comfy, the show is about to start. Sit back and enjoy the ride as we explore the possibilities of Mr. Aurety's Cheyenne model. Who knows what kind of wild and wonderful results we'll see. It's gonna be a blast, so buckle up and get ready for a creative adventure. Let's just focus on the show and the amazing results we're about to see. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the spectacle. Whoa, look at that result. Even Murphy didn't expect something this incredible. Simply fantastic, great, huge. Words can't describe it. Alright, let's start from scratch and tweak the prompt to better match the model. We'll also throw in Mr. Aurety's comic Lora to really bring out the best in this model. Let's aim for a picture that truly showcases what this model is meant for. And let's remove all the optimizations, just to see how it goes. Wow, that turned out exactly how we hoped. Isn't it cool when things work out that way? Maybe we should add a touch of face optimize, automatic mask, and Inpaint to really make this image pop.
I am totally blown away by this result. It's everything I could have hoped for and more. The way the model and prompt work together to create a stunning image is nothing short of incredible. And those added touches of face optimize, automatic mask, and Inpaint. They really took it to the next level. Absolutely fantastic work, Ziggy.
Okay, let's change the prompt again to match Murphy's favorite style. It works surprisingly well with this model, like so many things, so let's give it a try. Remove the Lora and comic settings, add a watercolor ink paint mix, and let the party begin. Let's get generating, Ziggy. Wow, okay, I really dig this style too. And from behind the bed, Murphy gives a huge round of applause.
Well done, you Ziggys.
Ziggys and Murphy, such a team, working with models, living the dream. Optimizing faces, prompts, and styles, their creative prowess goes for miles. The results are stunning, can't be beat. The Ziggys and Murphy, they're hard to defeat. So if you're looking to create, give it a shot, don't hesitate.
Tschüss, bis bald meine lieben Zuschauer. Und wer jetzt noch da ist, kann gerne einen Like da lassen. See you soon, our dear viewers, don't forget to hit the like button, yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen, till we meet again, can't wait to show you more creations, now and then. We're always up for a new adventure, so stay tuned and don't forget to hit subscribe, that's our venture.